Join the conversation on Reality Radio, the show where we discuss everything reality TV with The Review, analyzing everything trendy, the gripping moments, and all the drama. Where we talk about all the TV show participants who were the most at everything. And finally, the predictions, where we try to find out which participants might or might not be voted out of the show. Tune in to Reality Radio and let's get real. On Lagos Talks 91.3. Join the conversation.
Alrighty, it's 11 minutes past 11 this beautiful Tuesday. In the studio with me, gorgeous ladies and a dapper gentleman. I'm talking about Maria. Hello, hello.
Hello, hi guys.
JMK's here as well.
Hello, hello, hello.
And Sammie.
My people.
In case you're wondering and you're probably confused, so these are the newly evicted Bbnaija housemates from Shine Your Eye. They got out of the house about 2 days ago on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. So with how surprised you looked, it seemed like you were super confident that maybe you're going to be there till the end, or you just didn't expect to get out of the house as soon as you did.
It has nothing to do with confidence whatsoever. I just wasn't ready to leave. As a person, I was like, oh, I had more to give and I had more to show. I just wasn't ready. So, and the whole week I was like super scared about it. But on that particular day, it was just like, do you know what? Whatever happens, happens. But as soon as I heard my name, I was just like, okay.
That's not what you expected.
Yeah.
Wow. And just getting into the Bbnaija house, with how you got in, being a wild card, a fake housemate, how did you feel knowing that your stay in the house was somewhat uncertain and it was dependent on if the housemates were going to figure out if you were a fake housemate or not?
Having a conversation. Well, I did have a choice when that, the whole wildcard situation was brought. They did say to me, you don't have to do it, but we feel like it might boost or not boost you. Like there was a 50% chance of you leaving the house or actually boosting you more. People might like or dislike you. How do you feel about that? And I thought about it for a second and I was like, do you know what? I love challenges and I love like a bit of... I was like, yeah, I'll do it, definitely. And then I was just going to let faith just play its part. And I thought if it ends up that they figure me out, then I leave. If not, it's still okay. I'll stay in the house and play the game. And then the first few days I was there, I thought, oh God, I was feeling a bit funny about it. But after that, I was like, okay, they're definitely.
You just went with the flow. Now, JMK, just speaking about getting into the house, you were a surprise housemate.
Yes.
Just building up to the time that you knew that you were going to get into the house, how did you feel and how was your confidence level, thinking about, will I get into the house or will I not get into the house?
I felt down. I'm not even going to lie. I didn't feel as confident as I would ordinarily have felt if I came in with the other housemates. But being on that stage, I looked good. I felt good. But until I got into the house, I realized that no be so it be at the end of the day. So it was hard for me to adjust. And I'm sure the public saw it. It was obvious that I had a tough time adjusting to it, and they weren't exactly so welcoming, so it made it even tougher for me. So it was an emotional roller coaster for me. I had its ups and downs, especially the downs that first week. But from the second week leading to the third week, I started coming out of my eggshells because I already had some relationships. I started some people I started having, close relations with. So it felt good to at least have one or two people that I could relate with, I could talk to when I wanted to talk to them. So as I said, it was hard knowing that the show don't start to, but you never did yet. I don't know what to expect. So it was a rough time for me. It messed up my mental health. I'm going to admit to that. It messed up my confidence. I felt down. But eventually I had to pick myself up. Bruh, you didn't come so far just to be a downer. Do you get?
It's quite interesting that you're saying these things because one thing that the public said when you got into the house was JMK the troll. They referred to you as a troll. And to be very specific, a few tweets surfaced. And I want to just read out a few of those because I want you to defend yourself. You know, this is your chance. Defend yourself. Respond to them. So we saw tweets like you saying, LOL, I would never have seen their BBN if it wasn't for Twitter. Nigerian reality shows don't interest me. Which is very interesting because you're here because you are on a Nigerian reality TV show. That's by the way. And you said other things like, and please pardon my Yoruba, She Kolosi, is it She Tacha Kolosi school ni abi waiting? And I'm guessing that means didn't Tasha go to school? And you said something like, Erica should better fire her stylist. That picture is very upsetting. So these are some of the tweets that resurfaced because you got into the house, which is expected because you are right there in the limelight. Of course, people want to know who you are, where you're coming from, who your parents are, and and things like that. So with you being referred to as a troll, what do you have to say about that? Defend yourself.
When I got out and I was told that, I was like, damn, bro, Twitter sold me out. But at the end of the day, what I said was the JMK, the Jumoke of 2018, those tweets were like 2 or 3 years ago. It's not the same girl of now. So, like, as at that time, I mean, we're all entitled to our opinions. You get what I mean? And Twitter is just somewhere we throw banters. So for me, it was just banters. And about the reality TV show, as I told Ebuka earlier, I am not gonna lie, I didn't used to watch the show until recently, and I'm sure it's not just me, not just my own come out to public. I didn't used to watch the show. It was actually on Twitter I used to see the highlights, what was going on the show. So being Twitter that it is somewhere you speak your mind, you express your opinion. So I said it as it was as at then. But right now, the opportunity presented itself for me to go. I didn't even remember that I said anything like that. And I didn't say it out of spite or I was trying to downgrade the show. Okay. No, that was never the point. I was just trying to say I wasn't really a fan because I didn't used to watch it as at then. So it was not a thing of, oh, I'm downgrading the show or the people that went on the show. It was never that. So please, that wasn't what I was going for. Okay. That wasn't it. Then the part of She Tasha Olosi school, it means didn't Tasha go to school. I don't know why I said that, but I'm sure it was probably something I watched or saw on the timeline. Okay. See, that's the thing with Twitter. I'm sure people just picked up some tweets. They didn't pick up. They isolated it. Yeah, they isolated the parts leading to what I said. There was probably some banter going on that I saw. That the context. I just expressed my opinion based on that context. But now, they didn't bring out the contest. Do you get? So it's like I single-handedly said, Tasha didn't go to school. No, it's never that. I'm not that kind of person. Okay. It was something that led me to say that. All right. And about the last one, which is Erica's stylist, I am not the only person that said it. There was something she wore at that time. It was not exactly appealing to my eyes. Okay. And a lot of people, I'm sure she felt the heat at that time. So me expressing that, it doesn't necessarily mean I hate Erica. I don't hate her at all. I don't have anything against her. Okay. I didn't go for her person. I went for what she was wearing. The same way I'm dressed now. Person if you say, wait till Jumoke they wear, she look like this, that. I wouldn't take it personal because people are entitled to their opinion. All right, so let's just move on swiftly. Speaking about things being said, Sammie, you had once said that peace was your spec. Oh, yes. But then, taking a look at your time in the house, we can't talk about you without talking about Angel. So please, let's connect the dots, right? With you and Angel, we did see that you had a thing for Angel, and at some point, it seemed like things were not going well, right?
I remember where there was a dare, she was supposed to kiss KV, and it seemed like you were like, I want to go to the bathroom, you excused yourself, and then the next day you were speaking with your guys, and it did show that maybe you were a bit jealous about what was going on, and then you now had an issue with her, and she felt like you were slut shaming her. Please just bring all that home right now. Explain to us what really happened leading up to that point where she felt like she was being slut shamed by you.
Okay, the whole drama started from day one, obviously, and Angel she's a very attractive girl, for sure, no doubt. I'm attracted to her, oh yes, but things didn't go well between both of us. Look, I should narrow it down to the main saga, not saga in the house.
Yeah, okay, the main
saga. Like, okay, when the new housemate came, that is JMK, Michael, KV, and Queen came into the house. We all, by me, I be friends with everybody, I know now. Everybody in my channel of that. So, they were playing this our usual game now, truth or dare, which now ain't start the matter. Truth or dare, it tire me. Normal now. I was already used to the fact that Angel is a very free spirit.
Yeah.
You can just try, they'll say pick a girl and kiss if you want to. She go do am na correct girl, she no get issue. So this guy, I don't know these guys. I don't know JMK, I don't know KV and the rest. And the next thing, the first day already there. Like KV they pick. I say, where Bbnaija? Where Emmanuel D? What's happened? I was now watching. They now dead KV back. Yeah. And KV picked Angel. I say, it was reciprocated.
I
come from I no go lie, but I don't know what to do me. No quote and unquote. I don't know what to do me. The jealousy being just hit me. And I be man, you no go blame me.
No problem.
You no go blame me. The next day, I didn't want to talk about it till later in the evening. The whole issue just started too early. If only God give me time to relax, then I'll call her and say, what's up, babe? This thing you did, you cannot do me like this now. I was jealous. I'd have done it in my own way.
Yeah.
But after the whole thing, she came up like, Sammie, they vex me because I kiss person. Because I'm not jealous. I was like, no. I was like, oh yes, I should be jealous now. Just say she good. I know if you stop her from doing that, and it's true. We should look at it on the right way, actually. I cannot stop her from doing what she did.
Yeah.
She came in, I came in different time and all of that.
True.
So the whole thing started like that, and after that whole fight, this slut shaming thing, but the truth, if you guys notice, I actually said, I never ever this slut shame for my life till that day. Okay. So, if I said anything like, if I slut shame her, I didn't even know. Because the only thing I did was just respond to her insult. You say, Sammie, you the mad. I'll say you might be mad. Sammie, that was what I did. I didn't do any of that.
Okay, so you were not aware of it?
Yeah, I was not.
At the time, but when she let you know, when you saw that...
I really did apologize. Because I felt because JMK spoke to me, Sammie, if you did slut shame my man, then try. This. I felt very... See, the thing was that, but Angel is very energetic.
She definitely is.
So, after that whole thing, the energy went down, and I felt like, oh God, Sammie, waiting they do you. Drop, don't forget your head, drop your ego, go meet her, apologize.
Yes.
I went. I was snubbed. I still went back again. I kept apologizing. I just said, guy, you don't try now. We don't apologize. She don't hear you and all of that. After my last apology, thank God, the way I knew she had me was the fact that after the apology, she came off her bed, went out, prepared, and joined everybody outside. Okay. Wasn't she no sing, but it was a good thing. I was okay.
Now, still speaking about Angel, you mentioned Bbnaija's name. What did you think about Bbnaija sharing a bed with Angel, knowing that he knew that you liked Angel?
Last night game they play Boma na Okro.
Yeah. Definitely.
So after the whole fight, I was not things were not getting to me anymore. So everything that was happening was just make it stop. I bet me everybody catch cruise. Everybody just leave for the house.
Still on the Angel case, Maria. A few things were said in the executive lounge. You were speaking with your girls, and they were talking about the Angel, Michael, Jackie B situation, and taking a look at how people saw it outside of the house. It just seemed like a group of girls bad-mouthing another girl. So what are your thoughts about that and the way people perceived it? And with you guys it just seemed as if you were just bad-mouthing another girl that is known to be free-spirited, and that's something that she doesn't hide. Okay. So what do you think about that?
Again, everyone's entitled to their opinions. A lot of what's shown on the show can't be shown all at once. That whole, vagina S-H-I-T was from Michael. We played a game called Whispers, which Biggie actually punished us for. And someone had gone to Michael to ask him, which of the girls in the house do you think has the smelliest VI, you know.
Wow.
And he went over to Angel to whisper another question because
you go to the person who is the answer,
and then ask them something totally different. So Peace drank to that because she wanted to know. So I saw that she drank to it. So I winked at her. I said, "Tell me later." So later on, she told me this is what he said, and I was like, "Wow, that's really bad, like coming from him." And obviously, she does like him a lot, and she's kind of shown it. So then when we were at so I don't know if that was actually shown on the show because now I have read a lot of, blogs and certain things, and it's coming across that the girls said her vagina was smelling. I've never smelled her vagina. I've never seen it. Don't want to do that. So I don't know if it smells, and I don't really care. So all of that, a lot of stuff isn't shown on the show.
Yeah.
And people will just assume, and that's fine. You can't please everyone. Mm-hmm. But what we did, so when Peace had mentioned it, when we were all in the executive lounge, she brought it up. Oh, actually, I brought up, is there any girl in the house that you feel... No, I did say, what do you guys think about Angel? Mm-hmm. And, then Peace brought it up, and she was like, oh, yeah, it was so funny and weird that Michael had to say that about her vagina blood, and we laughed about it. And I said what I said, I said, this is Angel, and I had Bailey's, a glass of Bailey's in my hand.
Trying to just suck it all up.
This would be Angel, this is who Angel is, she'll probably pour you that Bailey's and say, oh, sorry, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to pour that. That's how I perceive Angel. And a lot of stuff isn't shown in the house all at once. I am in touch. She's a lovely girl. I read a few comments where it's like, oh, Maria's so fake. You say things about her, but you still, smile in her face and chat to her. We all live in a house. Mm-hmm. I can't not chat to her. I can't not be nice to her. I haven't got anything against her. She has certain character traits that I don't approve of, and I'm sure I do have character traits that most people in the house probably will not approve of. And it's all a game, and we're all individual human beings who are trying to, live as one and trying to just make sense out of the game. I did not say anything particularly bad about Angel that I wouldn't say to her face.
Okay.
So people trolling me, this is all clear. I never spoke about Angel's vagina, and that's it. But yeah.
Okay, so, that's clear. Now, just speaking about things, the way things are being perceived, it usually is like that. What you experience inside of the house, when you get out of the house, you would see that it's being perceived differently. Now, it seemed like a couple of times things were said about certain things that you were engaged in or you did in the house, but you always said, I don't remember doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. So were you always using alcohol as an excuse, or did you not really remember the things that you did in the house that people brought up?
Okay, they've been asking me this everywhere. And you know what? They can believe what they want to believe, and whether that makes me look bad, good, I think I'm actually done trying to please people. I should have actually known that trying to come on this platform and being so public. I should have known not to really care. So I'm going to switch off that side of me, and just live for the moment and just thank the platform, which is Big Brother. But at the end of the day, prior to Big Brother, I do go out, not even every day. I do, have a few drinks. Don't usually get drunk, and even if I do, I remember everything that happened. It was, I don't know how it happened in Big Brother, whether it was the whole programming that they did to us mentally, or whether it was the situation that I was in that made me feel like I don't even drink every day in my real life. But I found myself in Big Brother drinking every day. So I don't know where all of that came from. And yes, honest to God, half of the times the next morning they'd say, oh, Marie, you were saying... I'd actually genuinely think they were making stuff up just to wind me up. But apparently all of this was true.
Okay.
So, yeah, I didn't remember a lot of stuff. And the ones I do remember, I'd own up to them. But, yeah.
All right, so here's what we remember. You mentioned that in November, it's going to be 4 years with you and your... I don't know if it's your boyfriend, outside of the house.
I think I said 3. Did I say 4?
3, 4? I don't know. But you did mention, I think 3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah, thereabouts. But you mentioned that this is going to happen in November. And then we saw what was going on between you and Perry in the house. There are times where it seemed like you were bothered when Perry was giving you an attitude or he wasn't trying to talk to you. Do you think that you gave in too early into your emotions for Perry?
Honestly, I thought the show would have actually perceived it for what it really was. Half of the times it was Perry on my DICK. Literally it was half of the times it was always him. I never pursued Perry. Never. We had a great... I thought we had a great friendship, and I enjoyed our friendship, and I confided in him. like as my to-go person, like if I was upset or if I wanted to say something about a particular housemate, I, in my head, trusted Perry to, you know, keep that just between us. And likewise him, you know, he did tell me a few stuff about other people. But Perry always made it clear, I like you, I do like you a lot. You know, a few times he even mentioned LOVE.
Yeah.
And I thought, that can't be. I did, and I actually went into the house as single for my personal reasons. I just didn't want to seem boring on the show, like coming in as, you know, I'm in a relationship. So I came into the house lying throughout my audition, not lying, just withheld. I just said to them I was single. So coming in and, you know, Perry carried on with his ways, or like, you know, saying, oh, why don't you like me? Like, what is it? Why don't you like me? I had to be honest. I was like, actually, it's not that I don't like you. I do like you as a friend, but like, I have something else outside, and I'm just not going to trade that for, I barely know you, and I'm human at the end of the day, and, you know, having to see someone every day, talk to them and confide in them, there was a little bit of, you know, like, I like you as a friend, and but it was never like a solid answer.
If you knew for a fact that Perry really liked you, because we knew that you guys had some issues here and there are times when you're just like, I don't want to talk to you, but if you knew for a fact and he showed you that he really liked you or he really loved you, is that something that you would have considered, knowing that there was something outside of the house?
No, definitely not, because the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. Yeah.
Speaking about Angel, JMK, I know you were having a conversation with Angel talking about Perry, saying that he was an instigator. What do you mean by that? Shed more light.
I said what I said about Perry, and I am happy that it is not just me that feels that way. Apparently, a lot of other people also feel like Perry is an instigator. He can come off as intimidating and feeling like he's better than everyone else. Like, Perry is one person I can never trust with my life. And it was some of his actions that seemed like it. And some of the things I heard, even prior to me coming on the show, that apparently Perry will come to you and say one thing, and this guy will go to the other person and say the total opposite of what he said to you. So all those kind of attributes just made me, you know what, Perry, day your day, make a day my day. So that's why I said, yes, Perry is an instigator. It's like he enjoyed, see what happened between Sammie and Angel. Apparently, Perry was the one that put fire in that thing. It was until later Angel was telling him that it was even Perry that came to her and said something. So I'm like, are you serious? This guy really enjoys when there is no peace or what?
Sammie, do you agree with that?
I agree.
I
agree.
You see.
All right. So very quickly, we have a few questions coming from the listeners. So Ifeanyi is saying, Maria, do you regret how your friendship went with Whitemoney? Do you still see Whitemoney as fake?
Okay, Ifeanyi. Obviously, do I still see him as fake? Me having to think that he nominated me, and obviously he didn't, doesn't necessarily mean that I see him as fake. Again, we live with each other in the house. There were certain things from his end. I was observant in my way. I might have been, wrong with my observations, and I'm human. I don't know if I see him as fake. I still don't know. Because he did not nominate me doesn't mean it's all clear and good. But I do kind of regret nominating him, because in my head I thought he was nominating me. Okay. So I do regret that. But about him being everything I thought he was, I still don't know, because I observed what I observed.
Okay. Sammie, this is coming from Evan saying, was it like love or lust you had for Angel?
It was not love or lust. Just attraction.
This one is coming from Francis saying, good morning, if you get to hear your voice today. Thank you very much. From the look on Maria's face after she was evicted, please ask Maria for me what chances she gave herself winning the BBN contest, and what made her feel like she was not going home that day.
Oh no, I never had... me actually going into the house wasn't even all about winning or 90 million or whatever. And why I was surprised again, was just, I just wasn't ready as a person. I just felt I needed to, show more of myself in the house, and it was still very early. Actually, it wasn't actually very early. I felt like we were there for me for a very long time.
Yeah,
I was ready to go home, but I just wasn't ready with the number of people that were still left in the house. I felt like the game had only just started, and I was leaving the house. So it wasn't like me thinking, oh, I'm definitely going to win this game. Let's get to the finals. None of that. It was just I wasn't ready.
All right. Okay, so there's someone that's giving me one very bad eye behind the camera there. So I have to let you guys go. But before that, as always, I play a game on the show when I have the Bbnaija housemates in the studio with me. So it's called Who is Most Likely To? So I'm going to be putting out a few statements. You have to let me know who in the house or who's out of the house, who has been on this season of Bbnaija, who you think is most likely to do what I'm going to say.
Okay.
And I want you guys to say it at the same time, because I don't want your answer to influence her answer or JMK's answer, okay? And be honest.
Definitely.
Okay? So you have a pass. Anything that you say right here, it cannot be used against you. So be very honest, express yourself. Okay? So who is most likely to shoplift?
Nobody.
Be honest. Don't be looking. She said nobody. That's her own opinion.
Yeah, nobody.
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 I felt
Nobody.
like we were
Really,
all...
Nobody. Okay. Who is most likely to join a cult?
Oh, Pere. I'm joking. Nobody.
Nobody too. Really.
I'm so sorry. Nobody is not an option. You have to pick somebody.
Cult.
So even if the person may not be 100% under that category, maybe close. Even if
Michael.
it's 70%.
Michael?
Really?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Who is most likely to accidentally poison someone with terrible cooking?
Terrible. Most probably myself.
Maria.
I didn't eat a lot of people's food, so I wouldn't know.
Okay. Who is most likely to be late for their own wedding?
Saga.
Angel.
Oh, 100% Angel, yeah.
Who is most likely to get upset for the most stupid reason?
Nini.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a unison. Who is most likely to win Bbnaija Shine Your Eye?
I feel like all of us would have been winners, but
right now, from what you've perceived, from what you've seen.
But then it
From
just
what
goes to
I've
show you
seen-
that it's not the number of followers or fans that you have makes you win.
Yeah.
I mean, Whitemoney has a huge fan base.
Definitely.
I mean, I kind of did, thanks to you all, and I love you all, but I was out. So we don't know. But I would wish it for my bestie, Liquor Rose, and obviously Whitemoney as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't really tell. It could be anyone.
All right, then. Okay, so what should we expect moving forward from Maria, Sammie, and JMK?
I do intend to stay in Lagos for a little while, and I do intend, hopefully sometime next year, to try and open up a daycare in Abuja.
Okay.
And hopefully, entertainment, we'll see.
That's sweet.
Of
How about you, Sammie?
Of course, back-to-back content. Obviously, I want to become a full director, a filmmaker, and also a screenwriter. But I'm open to every opportunity, basically. As long as I'll get better and do well in it.
Yeah.
I'm open, modeling, whatever it is, I'm good to do.
JMK, we heard that you missed your call to bar for Bbnaija. How true is that? And seeing Bbnaija, it doesn't seem like the quote-unquote appropriate thing for people in your profession. So does that mean you've said goodbye to law?
Yeah. So yes, I did defer my call to bar. I still hope they allow me to actually follow through and at least get called to bar, because I passed my exams. But regardless of that, I still want to further my master's.
Okay.
I still I wouldn't just throw the degree away, because it's been tough. That's like the toughest part of my life, the toughest stage of my life. 6 years plus, going through all that and just throwing it away. I wouldn't want to do that. So yes, I still want to have some form of law in me, but at the end of the day, I would still love to go where the money resides.
Okay.
So definitely, I want to work with reputable brands, get good endorsements. I want to open my own businesses, and what else?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it really. Entertainment
Fantastic.
too,
All
for
right.
sure, I guess.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks, Maria, Sammie, and
Thanks
JMK. I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you so much for entertaining us in the few weeks that you were in the house for. And to everyone listening, you can catch this interview on our YouTube platform, Lagos Talks 913, in case you missed out on it or you didn't come on time. So just check it out. Subscribe to our channel, like our video, watch it, comment, all that good stuff. Share it as well. And you could reach out to them on social media as well if they want to reach out to you. Do you want to put your social media pages out there?
It's Maria Chike Benjamins.
All right, Sammie Lord Official.
At MS_JMK.
Fantastic. And you can reach out to me at Ify_I, that is IFY_I. The Midday Show is not over yet. Amazing content coming your way. Stick around.
Everybody knows say I want me, I know the
Join the conversation on Reality Radio, the show where we discuss everything reality TV with The Review, analyzing everything trendy, the gripping moments, and all the drama. Where we talk about all the TV show participants who were the most at everything. And finally, the predictions, where we try to find out which participants might or might not be voted out of the show. Tune in to Reality Radio and let's get real on Lagos Talks 91.3. Join the conversation.